I am recording. Oh, that'll be good. That'll be good footage. Oh, hello there. So this begins day 2, part 2 of our trip here to Disney World and Animal Kingdom Lodge. Right now what we're doing is we're traveling from Epcot World Showcase over to Disney Hollywood Studios. We've got a fast pass lined up for Toy Story Mania, so we're going to try to hit that in time. It is a little bit warm today, so we're definitely trying to beat the heat every way we can. So come along with us. Hot tip, if you are bringing an umbrella for the rain, the umbrella can also act as a
parasol.
Sun parasol.
I don't feel much different, but
another tip here, if you go into Bakery Fountain, that's a resort mug refill station for Boardwalk. So if you're the type of person, we usually don't bring them just because we don't feel like carrying them, but if you're one of these folks that brings a resort mug with you in the mornings, if you happen to be over here in this general area, you can refill it. I know sometimes you can't refill it in the park, obviously, but it's a great place if you're in the area, especially on that side of Epcot, you can pop in and refill your mug. So to the left you can see this is, I think this is still the hotel portion. This is not the villas section, but I may be wrong. But this is still part of the Boardwalk Resort. So you can see the boardwalk and all these little rooms. They point out to these courtyards, and it's all these little like intricate little things. You got little patios, you've got balconies here, and then you can see there is where the swan and the dolphin are. Here's the swan with the swan on top. And there is the dolphin. Let's see if we can get out from behind the trees. There's the dolphin. You can see there's the boat that you can take from one park to the other. So now this is one of the friendship boats that travels from Studios over to Epcot. You can stop at Swan and Dolphin, Boardwalk, Yacht, and Beach on the way. Now, if you ever meet anyone that did the college program, they love to tell you that they did the college program. So, I did the college program. Back in the summer of '97, I was in the Disney College program. I worked quick service food right here at Disney Hollywood Studios. I worked at the Sunset Market Ranch, which is the quick service, right next to the Hollywood Tower Hotel. Once you've done it, a lot of people that I've talked to and friends I have, you always have kind of a special place in your heart for wherever you worked while you were on the college programs. Well, there's lots of different things I like about all the different Disney parks. Hollywood Studios will always kind of have a special place for me with that connection of working here. So as we walk in, we're kind of walking past, we walked up the walkway, and as we kept coming back past the bus stops, the new bus depot, it's very big, lots of space, but one of the definite things, and I'd heard this before, is that they are farther away from the entrance, which is definitely true. Where we're walking now is where the buses used to drop you off, and so we've probably already walked a good, I don't know,
maybe
300 or 400 yards from there. Just a quick shout out to Christy, the security guard at Disney Hollywood Studios from Las Vegas, who just checked us through bag check.
You were amazing.
She was awesome. She was telling us Star Wars jokes and was probably about as excited as I am for Galaxy's Edge scene. They were getting ready to talk about the cast member previews and just one of those neat Disney experiences in something just out of nowhere, just a few moments that kind of makes you mad.
Here we are, Disney's Hollywood Studios. We have to
say we've been to all 4 parks.
Yep. We got to motor a little bit because we have a Toy Story Fast Pass for Toy Story Mania that expires in about 10 minutes.
Yes, it is currently 149 if you can see that.
Yeah.
And our fast pass at 155.
So,
But there is a little time window where we can get in a little bit after. So hopefully we can get in.
we will. We'll make it.
So another piece, I told you I worked here, so I was back when I worked here. They still had a daily parade. It was like an animation parade. If you look down on the ground, the brass lines were where you had to stand behind during the daily parade. They just never took them out.
I see it. I see the connects.
Oh.
Big cheese.
Oh, that is so cool.
I remember when this was like all
We're heading on into our Toy Story Mania Fast Passes. We are right at the edge.
barely. Yeah, I don't.
Here's the new entrance.
This is so fun.
Oh, it's got the corrugated
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
It's cardboard.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that is
awesome.
so cool.
This
whole thing makes me so happy.
That's called detail.
I am once again sweating like a stuck pig, so I'm really glad to be going into the air conditioning. But the attention to detail out here is so cool. There's the white little Christmas lights strung up. There's an Uno card, like the building's being, the building's being held up by Uno cards. You got game boards on the ceiling. If you're bored in line, Etch a Sketch. I love it. I love it. Yeah, there's cards. They also do, oh, there's the barrel of monkeys. Look at the barrel of monkeys. There's Mr. Potato Head. The rejuvenated Mr. Potato Head. So that is what you miss going through the Fast Pass line.
Look at the roof, it's Scrabble.
Yeah. Oh, and then you get your glasses from a log cabin. So cool. Oh, thank you. We're about to get on the ride. This is the loading area. The idea is that now you're actually in Andy's room. Thank you. They dress you as toys. Love it. Absolutely love it. I almost dropped my glasses. Hey, one final tip. Don't waste your energy on this. This is a long game. So maybe one, get the hang of it, and then wait. See you after the game. That was really, really fun. Mares, what do you think?
You got best of vehicle?
Yeah, I did! Woo!
That's so good.
That was me! That was me! Best in vehicle!
161.
161 too?
135.
What'd you get?
I am the captain now.
What did I get? 150.
That ride is so fun. It is so fun. It's the kind of ride that it becomes more and more fun every single time you do it. We have an early morning Toy Story Land morning coming up later in this trip, so I cannot wait to just go on that, and Aliens, Swirling Saucers, and Slinky Dog again and again and again. So now we're gonna kind of see what's going on, see what the wait times are like around the park. We have another Fast Pass in the next hour, and we'll see what's going on.
Very first impressions of Toy Story Land are, it's amazingly stunning as far as the attention to detail that they've tried to make you feel. It's not like a themed land. as much as you're made to feel like you're a toy. From the fact of the plant life that they've picked and how they've laid it out so that you feel like it's very tall grass. Some of the subtle things about the walls and the barriers and how they're toys and how they're made. I mean, the one wall that Mary took a picture off in front of before looks like it's all popsicle sticks, but they're colored like someone ate the popsicles already. Just incredibly stunning with all the little tiny details. I can't wait to see it at night with everything lit up. But yeah, first impressions, very, very cool.
We just got the coolest picture with Forky. I will put one in right here. And what's awesome about the PhotoPass photographers is her name is Tina. She brought Forky. She says she always brings her own props, and so keep an eye out for PhotoPass photographers, because a lot of times they will have really cool things like that or be able to do cool shots. So they made, absolutely made.
One of the things that I love about this place, I think one of the things why I've been coming here since I was a little kid, and why I still like coming here now, and I love coming here with my kids, is because for those moments that you can just forget about being an adult and just be a kid and feel like a kid and just have that same feeling you did the first time I saw the castle, or the first time I rode one of the rides, or any of that stuff, like that feeling of a kid. And when I just walked into Toy Story Land for the first time, I had that feeling again of like, I felt like I was a kid again, and it was so fun. That's it.
As we're walking over for our fast passes for Rock and Roller Coaster, it's probably about time for a fun fact.
Did you know that the fastest war ever was only 45 minutes long? And it's called the 45-minute war.
Huh. Yeah. Do you know who the war was between? Nope. All right, fun fact with Aiden. We're heading to our fast pass at Rock and Roller Coaster, turning off of Hollywood Boulevard, going on down to Sunset Boulevard. It's crowded. It's not necessarily unmanageable. What we did was we did our fast passes for this afternoon and then spent the morning at Epcot kind of bebopping around based on what was shorter.
There was luggage bags on the sidewalk back there, so I'm assuming they were talking about hitchhiking ghosts. So I'm assuming.
Sure.
We'll say that.
So yeah, soaring right off this morning. That's already up, so check out that vlog if you haven't seen it. I know. Decided to wait for the front, so they should be coming right soon. Good tip, if you don't mind potentially riding by yourself and are in a party, the single rider line many times is shorter than the actual line. So it's something you might want to think about. All right, let's wait for Mary and Aiden. Then we think we're going to head to Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy, because that's pretty short, and then get a snack.
Didn't want to hold them.
Real men wear polka dots. We're in Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy. It's like a surround.
In just a few minutes, we'll be off to the races with Piston Cup winner Lightning McQueen.
7-time Piston Cup winner.
And Lightning.
This is the first time we've been on the Lightning McQueen Racing Academy. It was really cute. They have a really cool animatronic of Lightning McQueen. They did that really well, like all the little ins and outs of how the cars move, and it
shrugs with the tires.
Yeah, it was neat. It was neat.
A little like blast of cooling off in the summer heat, and it's a nice little show to just like kind of have a place to sit down and enjoy it, and you get to see the Lightning McQueen character. It's cool. It's cool.
And it's a nice little like kind of nostalgic thing because it's been forever since I've seen the movies, and there's all the characters come in at one point, and it's really cute, and I love it.
So now we're gonna go get some ice cream, have a little snack, and then maybe do some shopping.
We stopped for a little bit of ice cream here at Sunset Market Ranch, and it absolutely did hit the spot. We needed that. We were kind of hitting that part where we needed a little bit of sugar in our system. This is where I actually worked when I was here on the college program back in the late 90s. This over here is called Rosie's All-American Cafe. Now here's something that's kind of neat. The reason it's called Rosie's All-American Cafe is that this whole area is meant to be themed after like 1940s Hollywood. So you can see there's the Stay True to the Red, White, and Blue, and Keep 'em Flying, and V for Victory. And what's really neat is tucked back here in the corner is what's supposed to be a victory garden like they used to have back in the 40s. So you can see there's Rosie's Victory Garden, V for vegetables, and that's kind of like the whole part of the theming. It's like one of those little tiny things that it's a little bit of piece of theming that a lot of people might miss, but really kind of interesting and neat.
We're here once upon a time, right next to the Beauty and the Beast show. And if you want Beauty and the Beast merchandise, this is definitely where you're gonna want to come. Look at this little, if my Mary was still young, she would be getting that. And then they have their standard plushies. Look at this little Baymax. I love Baymax. I absolutely love Baymax. I will meet him before this trip ends. I will squeal like I am about 7 years old. I love him. And then they also have stuff like lots of, I mean right now it's July, so lots of 4th of July things, Americana kind of things. Stitch. Now we're making our way down and across the street. We're gonna check out what they have in Real Vogue. Oh, that's cute. Oh, Mike Wazowski. And Monsters University Spirit jersey. Some mugs. That's cool too. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. It looks like this is the place you're going to want to come for all your Pixar stuff. They have Cars stuff. They have Doug with the cone of shame. They have a whole wall of Up stuff. Oh, this store is adorable. Ooh. If we had to switch from Villains in Vogue, I'm glad it's now a Pixar store. Look at the Wilderness Express. Ah!
The grape soda one is cool.
Yeah. Very cool. The fire alarm just went off.